So hello friends, in this video I'm going to discuss about how did my IIM Raipur interview and GD because in CAP IIMs we have VAT and GD, VAT and PI, but in Raipur we had GD with a PI. So how did that went? So my interview was scheduled on 18th of Feb. It was in Guwahati. Currently I reside in Tezpur, which is my university where I am doing my engineering, but I am natively from Guwahati. So there I went for the interview on 18th of Feb. I arrived at 17th of Feb and then I was in my home. When on 18th of Feb, my interview was in a hotel, which is in a very, you can say, it's arrival position. It's in near the highway, so I went quite comfortably there. And first, the GD was conducted. The topic of the GD was effect of podcasting on public opinion. I feel it was very much related to what happened with Ranveer Lavadi and India's got related. So that was a major factor that took place where how this topic came up, and mostly all the topics I guess would be doing around the same current affairs topics. So the first thing was like we went on a room. We had 12 people in the GDPI. Six of a group was made. Six people in each group. We went there, and at that point we were like uh, sitting in a round table where a person was behind who was like the head, and a person was there on my left hand side who was giving us marks. So I went out with an introduction. I completed the introduction, then everyone other discussed, and it was a like we have 8 minutes to discuss. So and also tell the topic. So I used it very comfortably. Once I am done, because I had prepared for my GD, so I know how to do it. At first, I took the chance and the advantage to let me introduce the whole process. And after it, when I went down and when others started speak, I went on to listen. I jot down all the points. And the end, I also concluded the GD with mentioning everyone's points and giving a balanced opinion. So I feel that was one of the biggest, I think, thing that went good. I think my GD was good. When it comes to PI, I was sixth in the numbering where I need to enter the room. And when I entered the room, they let me sit and we just wished good morning, sir. And the very best thing was that they let me introduce myself and complete my introduction, which was a very good point because I had been setting up my introduction for a quite long time, and it was very good introduction. So they catch the hooks which I placed for them, which was my business or startup experience which I had, because that is the thing that can excite them and that really excited them. They asked about my family business, where do I stay, and they asked a little bit about my engineering questions. For example, what is Fourier and Laplace transform, and which I answered. The second question was some Laplace or Fourier transform of something which I did not know, but that's fine. You don't have to answer everything. So that was it. The first they asked about where do you live? Do you live in Guwahati? I said yes, I live in Guwahati, and my forefathers were from UP. Then they asked that how they came to UP. Then I discussed them how they came to UP, and then what business did my grandfather did, and how did my parents are doing now. How do we earn, and what did my father do? Then they discussed about like why like I the first did this, and then they were mostly about my engineering subjects. Then they start asking about my startup. Then they ask about how do I get clients, and how do I shift it from this to doing an MBA. And it was a short interview. I think it would have been around 10 minutes. So it went good. So let's see what happens. So mostly Raipur interview was not that stressful. Although CAP interview was a bit stressful. I will discuss it in the next video. So bye.